Welcome back to the Edge. Someone of the watchers, the serious watchers out there, made comment about the show, about the cages, and also the term fascist. Well, when you bring up cages with people in them, a lot of people know this piece of history. All the way through World War II, the Germans had concentration camps in Germany. They did not have killing camps in Germany. Almost all the killing camps were in another country, mostly Poland, Dachau, Auschwitz, and so forth. That's where they killed people. The Nazis, the fascists of the Nazis, did not want the German people to know the nice things they were doing to people, the various obvious things, the history of Germany and the killing of Jews. Those were vermin. Those were slimy, dirty people. That's what the Germans said. And of course, those are kind of the same words that our president said about Hispanics on the border. But nonetheless, concentration camps where you hold people against their will and even maybe against the law. But since they're illegal, you say they are, you could keep them there as long as you want. And the fascists of the Germans did that smilingly. And he also said you can tell a lie goes around the earth twice before people realize the truth. That's a quote from the Germans. I think it was Goebbels that said that, propagandist for the Germans. So now we have Stephen Miller, the chief advisor of the president, who organized this idea of concentration camps or cages. Now, there are some people who compare him to the fascists of the Germans. Similar attitude about slimy, dirty people, illegal, make them illegal. You can do anything to illegal people, right? Our jails are unsafe places. I talked about how dangerous the jails are, how unsafe they are, how full of the virus they are. And so when people make that kind of comment, the German people all the way through World War II did not know the killing camps were in those other countries and that they even existed. So when the people saw what existed later on, they were appalled. Well, we've been withheld obvious filming of inside the concentration camps that we have, or cages, just simple cages, not for animals, but people treated worse than animals, very possibly. Families separated. All those things happened putting up those cages or concentration camps. So that was just my response when somebody says something's a hoax or something else is not what they want to hear or know. And you know, there's a common thing I used to say to people: if you want to remain ignorant, then don't listen to things you don't want to hear. Remain ignorant. Ignorance is comfortable. Knowledge is power. Power is something that makes you change, and your ideas about knowledge and not rejecting information out of hand and just taking the word for something because somebody tells you this is so and that is so, is trusting too much. Like the guy that sells you the car and kicks the tires. This car is perfect. It'll take you down the road just like this, perfectly. And you can believe them. And you can believe them every time. That car salesman is giving you a perfect car. Not a lemon. Never a lemon from a used car salesman. Never once a used car salesman is going to give you a lemon. Never once is he going to lie to you. And everybody who wants to believe that used car salesman is going to say anything else is a hoax. So much for hoax. Anyway, I want to thank you. I'm just kind of responding to past respondents, and I appreciate your response. I don't expect people to agree with me 100%, 5%, or anywhere in between. I just want your response, whether you agree or disagree. I respect you. I love your contributions, and I will always respect you for that. So thank you very much for coming to the Edge.